Hello, 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 everybody. It is Monday night, late night, and thank you for coming in. It's good to be here. Everybody here for the replay, thank you for coming in, and I appreciate you so much. Please leave a comment, and I will respond. Um, yeah, leave me a comment, and I will respond. How was your day? How was your weekend? How are you? I'm doing well. I'm a little tired today, but I'm doing well. Hey, Andale, can you hear me? I'm doing well. How are you this evening? It was another beautiful day. Fall has been beautiful. I am too, Andale. I am a little tired. I'm a little sleepy. Um, but, I mean, it's time. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. I never know when you go on if people can hear you or not. But yeah, it was a beautiful day today. Um, Beautiful fall day. It's dry here. It hasn't rained in weeks, but it's cool and it's beautiful out. And any excuse to be outside, I'm taking it. Um, I'm actually working on a ladybug. um, I had some red and some black, and I was like, you know what? I'll make a ladybug. So that's what I'm working on now. I just finished a blanket. It's called the 6 Day Star Blanket. I just finished that, and then I also did another one of those cat ear hats in the red and black. Um, I don't have the. Let me see if I can reach the blanket. Hang on, just a second. Oh, and see if I can get it. Oh, yeah, here's the blanket. It's baby blanket size. But anyways, there it is. It's a seven pointed star. I put the gray trim on it, and yeah. I like it and I don't like it. The pattern was for me. The pattern was not. I make the same noise that you make when you get up. Yeah, that's the noise of trying to move this body. um, I like it and I don't like it. The pattern was pretty easy to follow and everything, but it was hard to keep the count correct. And so every now and then I would find that the count was off and I'd have to take it out and go back and redo it to get it right. But yep. Hey Juanita, how are you? Snap, crackle, and pop. I was just showing Miss Andell the star blanket that I worked on this week. Um, I finally got it finished. I think it's the pattern is called the 7 day. I mean the 6 day star blanket. Um, it's a 7 point star blanket, and I was saying I don't really. The pattern is not hard. It's easy to follow, but it's the stitch count is easy to get off on the stitch count, and because of that, I don't really care for it. If I make it again, I'll probably do a different pattern because of that. But it came out nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice pattern. It's easy to follow, and all of that. It's just me. I don't like to count. and you really have to stay on top of your counts for this one, or it will end up uneven. And I found that out really quickly and had to, you know, make it work. I also did another of those cat ear hats. Here it is right here. Um, there it is. I have to weave the ends in on this, but um, it's just a hat, a cat ear hat. When you put it on, and I don't want to put it on because I don't want to mess with my hair, but it looks like this when you put it on. And I did this one of two strands of the red and the black held together. So I love that. But it's a pretty thick hat. So it needs to go to somebody who lives someplace where it gets cold because it doesn't get cold enough here for a hat this thick. Um, I want to make a couple of them with a more open weave, a more lighter weight, so that they're more suitable for warmer areas like this. But anyways, I don't know if I ever showed y'all these before, but this bag, this is a 2.5 gallon zip bag. I get these at the Dollar Tree. They come in a box of, I think, 6 in the box, but these are perfect for projects to keep them, the dust out and dog hair and other stuff. But yeah, I love those bags. I always pick up some whenever I go to the Dollar Tree um, because they're just handy for me. They're good project bags if I'm traveling and I want to take a project with me. I'll just pop everything in that bag and it keeps everything together. It can seal it up shut, tight. You don't have to worry about anything, liquid spilling on it or dust getting dusty or anything like that. But yeah. Yeah, that the blanket yarn was some that was given to me. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn. I think it's called Yarn Bee. They're in an orange. They're in an orange box over where they have all the Ziploc bags. It's an orange box and it's kind of long like the aluminum foil, but it's like orange and white. And it's just Ziploc bags, but they're 2.5 gallon size bags. I mean, they're not heavy duty like the name brand freezer bags, but they're sturdy enough for you know, packing up stuff to take with you somewhere, or for me, for yarn and stuff like that. Just to, my main issue is I have Bella. And so once I make something and I've washed it, I don't want dog hairs getting on it. And so I want to seal it up. And so that's my main issue with my yarn. So I keep a lot of my yarn and projects in um, those zip bags just to keep them dust and dog hair free, especially after I've finished something and I've made it and I'm, trying to get it out to somebody. Um, but yeah, yep. And now, like I said, I'm working on this ladybug. This is the outer part of it. I think I have one more row to go on this part, and then I need to change colors and do um, the rest. Um, and honestly, I don't know what's next. I haven't read all the way through the pattern yet. I tend to have a tendency not to do that because I don't know why, but I haven't read all the way through the pattern yet, so I'm not even sure what comes next on it. And I just started on it today because um, I had that red yarn out for making the hat. Um, what am I gonna do with the ladybug? Nothing. It's just gonna join my zoo. I have a turtle and I have an elephant And I have a butterfly. Where is she? Come on, butterfly. Where are you? I have a butterfly. Her wings are kind of floppy. She's a delicate flower. uh, and somewhere around here I have a pickle that somebody gave me. It's an emotional support pickle. Hey, Gulf Coast Granny. And so the ladybug bug is gonna join the zoo. Um, I've been wanting to make one for a while, and eventually I might give her away. Like any and all of these may end up being gifts for nieces, nephews, god kids, or whatever. Um, but that's not why I'm making it. I'm making it just because I want to. My favorite, I think, is the elephant. I keep saying I'm gonna make another one. But okay, let me hold it up the right way. There it is. There it is. It's a little purple elephant. Yes, I'm meows. And he got a little braided tail. Yes, I'm meows. That's funny. Hey, see, there I am. They got little beady black eyes. These things are so fun to make. I love them. I think this is my favorite one. Um, right now. Although I am kind of partial to the sea turtle too. Um, yeah, yeah. Get your sea turtle. But yeah, I was making the penguin, but I got sick of it and I never finished it. And the problem with the penguin is not the penguin, is me. With the penguin, you carry the thread. Um, it's black and white, and you carry the thread. Oh, and I don't like the way it shows through. I don't like the way how the black shows through. I think it's because I don't crochet tight enough that to cover it up, but I just don't like it. So I didn't ever finish it, but I probably will eventually. It's so cute. My granddaughter just learned to crochet. She's 10 and made a jellyfish. So cute. Yeah, I have a octopus in my car. You've probably seen them, the ones that are like pink on one side and blue on the other side. They you can buy them in the store just made out of like felt or fabric, and you can flip them inside out. So you can flip it to the blue side and it has a sad face, or you can flip it to the um pink side and it has a smiley face on it. So I made one of those for my car. Um, so yeah, I'm working on a blanket that needs to be done by Sunday's baby shower. I want to take one of the blankets for that, then wait till she is born and give them the rest once we find out the gender. I'm confused, Charlotte. Oh, I don't like to carry the thread either. It always shows through even. Okay, okay, yeah. I don't like the way it shows through. Um, and so that's why I quit working on that one. Um, but I didn't frog it. I figured that I'd pick it up and finish it eventually. Because I think the pink ones are so cute, but I really don't like carrying the thread. Now I don't mind carrying it and knitting. Um, like when you do the Fair Isle, is it called Fair Isle style of knitting? I don't mind carrying it in that. To me, um, it doesn't show through as bad. But I didn't like carrying it in crochet. And I mean, I understand if you don't carry it, it's a lot of cutting. And one or two stitches here or there in color that can get old. Excuse me, y'all. But anyways, so okay, I'm gonna read that again. Um, my new grand, we still don't know the gender, so I'm only taking. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Um, For the ones that I don't know, I usually do the multicolored ones. I don't do one a gender specific one. So I'll do like primary colors. Like I'll do like red, yellow, and blue. Because they say primary colors are good for babies' eyes to focus on rather than do pastels. I'll do primary colors. Or something that has like a bright, like a rainbow type color pattern in it. If I'm not sure of the gender. In fact, um, sometimes I'll do like a green, a pastel green or yellow because that's for any of them. Hey Lisa, thanks for coming in. But most of the time I'll just do primary colors um, if I don't know what the gender is. Um, or sometimes I'll do team colors. I remember one of my friends was having a baby, and I wanted to make a blanket for her, and her husband was a big Kentucky basketball fan. So I made the blanket in blue and white, and it's like it doesn't really matter what it is. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy when it's your dad's favorite team. You know, I mean, so much so they were so much a big team fan that they had a team room that the whole room was in blue and white for I think Kentucky's blue and white. I think it's like navy and white. It's a or royal. It's a darker blue and white, but anyways. So yeah, that one. This one red. It's a Christmas baby. So for now, it's a gender is Christmas. Yeah, and so that those kind of colors work for any gender. Team colors. If you have somebody who's a really a, a big fan, or seasonal colors. If if you know the season the baby's born, seasonal colors work really well. And then primary colors. Any primary colors always work for babies. And then one of my cousins, when she had her son, we knew it was a boy, but she also had a theme um, for her son, and her theme was I want to say it was giraffes. See, now I'm forgetting. Well, that shows you how old the child is. He's got to be 11 or 12 years old, so it's that long ago. Um, but yeah, it was either giraffes or Winnie the Pooh or something. I can't remember. I think it was giraffes was the theme of his room, and so she picked colors in that family. So we had the tans, the orangey brown, and the tans, those shades of brown for him. And then I was thinking, my other friend, when her son was born, we knew it was a boy, but her baby shower colors were um, like a aqua and white. So that's the color blanket I made for her. My son really likes the Jaguars. I have teal and black yarn. See, there you go. Uh, I love navy for little boys. Yeah, and that's the thing about it though. Um, um, a lot of the colors you can use for, either or. Um, if the mom has a favorite color or the dad has a favorite color, sometimes that works out. I mean, not always, but sometimes that works out. So now I think I've done, I think that's pretty big actually. I think that it's done the top part, and I think it's time to switch over to the black. Well, I got one more stitch. Actually, look, y'all, you'd be proud of me. Look, I used a stitch marker. I was telling somebody that I didn't start using stitch markers. I mean, real official stitch markers. Yeah, chocolate brown baby blankets. Yes, browns are nice. Shade browns and shades of brown um, are really nice. But yeah, I didn't start using stitch markers until last year. I've been crocheting since I was 7, 8 years old. Um, and I just started using stitch markers. Um, Now I would use yarn. I'd have a little piece of yarn or a safety pin, but to actual buy stitch markers to use, 9, uh, yeah, I just started doing that. So I don't think this is right. It doesn't look right. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, though. That is a fact. It's going to be what it's gonna be. It doesn't look right. It looks like I did something wrong. Well, we'll learn. We'll figure it out. Special. Look, I don't have time for that nonsense. It's like I don't have time for that nonsense. What did my daddy always say? Never got time to do it right, but you always got time to do it again. Oh, when you mess up. You should see my collard greens. They are 2 feet tall and ready to eat. That's good. That's too funny. Didn't you get new stitch markers? I've got a lot of them, but usually I just use yarn too. I got some stitch markers 'cause I ordered something and it came with stitch markers. Um, one a set of hooks I bought came with some stitch markers, so those were the first ones that I got. And then I won something from somebody and they came with some stitch markers. So then I got more stitch markers from them. And this doesn't look right. It looks too flat. I followed the instructions, so this might be me. But I'm not gonna take it out. I'm gonna keep going. And let it be what it be. It's still gonna be cute no matter what. Hey guys, desire for me. How are you? Um, my collard greens, yeah, my collard greens are doing. I only have like 2 collard plants out there. Um, but I don't eat a lot of collard, so that's that. I have about 6 cabbage plants out there and a couple of kale, and I'm gonna plant some more mustard and hope that they have time to grow. I have mustard growing inside, and guess what? They went to seed. Believe it or not, they went to seed. My mustards inside in my arrow garden went to seed. So there's that. um, but my yeah, I guess it'll puff up when you stuff it. Trust the process. That's what he always says. Um, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, my mustard greens went to seed inside. But my bok choy outside, those I don't know what's bok choy, pak choy, baby choy. I don't remember which one I planted. But they sat there and sat there and sat there in the heat and didn't do anything. I planted them relatively early and now they're looking so good. I'm like, okay, I guess y'all like it better when it's in the 80s. Because obviously you didn't like it when it was um as hot as the west end of well anyway, as as the seventh level of I mean I'm gonna get it right in a minute, y'all. As hot as it was here in Alabama this summer, y'all didn't like it. So, um, yeah, they're doing beautiful now. So I've got some greens growing out there. Um, and every day I go out there and I say I'm gonna drop some more what you call it? What is the word? Mustard greens. Because I love mustard greens. That's the green. If I don't have nothing no other green, mustard green is the one I want to have. But I haven't dropped any more lately. Where is my little thing? Okay, I also buy these little things from the dollar store. Y'all know what these are? These are ear pod holders. And they zip and they're like the perfect size to keep everything in. So this is not the right one that I was looking for because this one's got my rings and my earrings. This one's got jewelry in it. I use it when I'm traveling. I put my jewelry in them so I don't lose my jewelry and it'll fit in my purse. So it keeps me from losing it. But I also have another one. This one, same thing. Mustards are looking puny. Need to fertilize them. Yeah, I keep my little needles. Okay, can y'all see that? I can't even hold on to it. My little needles and these stitch markers. These are the ones that came as a gift from somebody. I don't remember who it was. They have numbers on them. I don't know what the numbers are for. Somebody can tell me. But they're little triangle shapes, and they have the little claw on the tiny lobster. I guess it's called lobster claw hook on it. I don't actually prefer those, but I use them because if I need them, I use them. Um, But these things are cute. You get them at the Dollar Tree. They're over where you find on the road where they have the ear pods and the electronics and the cords and stuff like that. And they have a zipper on them, and they're for ear pods, or whatever those things are called. Um, so I get those, and then I also have these bags here, but they have these at the Dollar Tree too. But all of mine came from Ipsy. From I did those subscription um s- thing where they would send makeup and stuff. Yeah, row counters, those things. Oh, okay, that's what the numbers are for, counting rows. Okay. Um, but these bags here, um, and these are all Ipsy bags, so they came with a subscription. I got a ton of those because I had that subscription for a little over a year, and this has extra hooks and extra stuff in it as well. But it'll also hold my scissors, um, and like extra more other stuff that you might need. Like I actually have some eyes and stuff in there here. Did it come with a set starting with one? I've seen them for needle sizes too, so you can attach them to a project to hold the last stitch and know what size. Oh, that's a good idea, Juanita. I never even thought about that. But yeah, I think it started at, well, I don't know what number it started at, to be honest with you. I just put them in my little container here, and 8, 9, 2. I think they must have started at 1 because I see a 2. And the other ones are someplace else. Anyways, there's no telling what I've done with them. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, GT Jr., check your mail tomorrow. Your package should be there. So they tell me. They might have been lying, but they said it'll be there tomorrow. So don't forget to check your mail right away. It's important. Yeah, 7, 5. Okay. I saw 2. Anyways. And then I have other stitch markers. I've made some because I have a lot of jewelry findings, and so I've made a bunch of them. Um, that of just with stuff that I had around the house. There's a cute little one, but it's on. This one is actually on an earring. It's on an earring, the French clip earring back, but it works as a stitch marker, or you can wear it as an earring. I mean, it's your choice. uh, but I have those. I have lots of things because I'm that person who does everything. How's your day going, GT Junior? Juanita, what is your garden looking like? I think I saw a video where you were doing an update and you had the grands. Actually, you were harvesting, I think, with the grands out in there. A hot mess. I finally got, my got it cleaned up in my garden. I got my garlic planted. It's up. My garlic is probably, excuse me, up about 3 inches now. Tell indentation by attention to the top of the second stitch from the front to the back. I'm looking at this invisible join or whatever it's called. Um, front to the back. Right. Pull through, place the tip of it on top of the last stitch of the round, under the back loop of the stitch. Oh, I've seen this before. Under the back loop of the top stitch, pull it through to the back of the work, and weave in the end. Yeah, whatever. No big deal. Oh, yeah. It wanted me to do an invisible join. Okay. We did the invisible join. Or invisible bind. If I don't know what it says. After going after sweet potatoes this weekend, have the husband doing all the work while I point out where they should be. Okay. I've got some sweet potatoes in there, but I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not even looking for them until um Thanksgiving. Well, after the first frost. Yeah, I'm gonna not even gonna look for them until after the first frost. Okay, we did that, and it's all done. Next. That was so funny. News from Mona. Uh, I have not heard from Mona. I don't know how her wrist is doing, but I heard her saying that she was having some pain in it the other day, and somebody told her something. So no, I haven't heard from her. I don't know how she's doing. Um, that's too bad. Those cataracts at the height of the summer season. See, yeah, I know they did, but you got it taken care of. Um, and now things are on the mend, so that's good. I'm shaping this now. I'm sitting here going, okay, I want this to be a little bit rounder, so I'm shaping it. Not that it'll do any good at all, but I'm shaping it. I'm sitting here it's like just make it look the way you want. Smooth it out, make it pretty. Yeah. Hey, Bayou. You almost squeaked by me without me seeing you. Thank you for popping in, working and lurking. I need to well, let me just tell you right now, since you're here and everybody else that's here too, I will not be on here next week because I will be somewhere in the Caribbean Sea. Um, I'm going on a cruise next Saturday, and so I won't be out. If I have service, if I have decent service, I may try to do a pop up, but no promises. So don't look for me next Monday night because chances are I will not have service decent enough to go. Excuse me. service deep good enough to go live. And I think we're supposed to be having a meeting by you, sugar, 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 sugar. I have to say your name right. Sugar, 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 sugar. Um, I probably won't be in that meeting either. I will have internet service, but I don't know, how good a service that I'll have. And so I'm not committing to anything. Right, exactly. So I do have internet service. I paid for the service on the ship, but I didn't pay for the high end service. I paid for service enough so that I can get in touch with my kids via WhatsApp. We use WhatsApp, and so with the Wi-Fi, I can contact them via Wi-Fi, and um, that's what I'll do. If anybody has my phone number and wants to get in touch with me, if you use WhatsApp, you can get in touch with me. If you don't use WhatsApp, um, you can email me and I will check my email periodically. But yeah, don't try to text message me or anything because I'll be on airplane mode and so you won't get through. It just won't work. Because I won't be on my data. I'll be on Wi-Fi, ship's Wi-Fi. Um, yeah, I we're going to the Bahamas. First stop is Key West, so I'll have service at the port on. Wait a minute, we might be in Key West on Monday. It will be during the day though. I think the first stop is Key West on Monday. No, yeah, on Monday. Um, So I may have service during the day on Monday because we'll still be in the US and we'll be on land. Um, but then after that, I'll be definitely be um, out to sea. We'll be definitely be out to sea on Sunday and on Monday night. Trying to figure out the itinerary. I can't keep up with it. Honestly, I'm not good at that kind of thing, and I don't ever want to be, so there. But the exciting thing about it is there are a couple people from the YouTube cruising community who are also going to be on that cruise. So I'm going to get to see them. And it's the same ship that Bone Tired was on last week. Um, so hopefully, if he comes in tonight, they come in tonight, they can tell me how the ship was. But it's the same. It's the Spirit. They were on it last week, and we're getting on it this week. So this coming week, we sail on Saturday, automobile. So I'm excited for that. Totally excited for that. And I do have a friend that lives in Mobile who I'm going to try to maybe get in touch with. Maybe we can meet up um, on Friday evening. So that will be fun too. That's always fun getting to see, people. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, Bella's sitting beside me panting like she just ran a marathon. She didn't do nothing but wake up. I guess sleeping was tiring. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm looking, like I said before, I'm really looking forward to the trip. Um, we, um, I'm like really excited for Key West. Have any of you guys been to Key West in the last, little bit? I think I asked last week and you told me, but I'm looking forward to Key West. Um, really, Bella, really. Um, and I'm looking forward to the sea days more so than the ports, but there's that. I'm one of those people who really likes being on the ship, and enjoy that quite a bit. So, that's the thing that I'm looking for. I'll be praying for. You had to say it out loud, didn't you? She said she's praying for no hurricanes. My husband sent me um for uh a thing that was talking about the tropical outlook, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what the outlook is. How about that? uh, I do care a little bit, but the ships are big. And they have somebody whose job it is to watch the weather. And so if the weather looks like it's going to be bad, they turn and go a different direction away from the weather. I mean, that's their job to do that. And so I'm going to count on them to turn and go away from the weather should there be any weather to go away from because that's their job. Um, and I'm going to enjoy myself being on this ship. Now, the last cruise that we went on last year in October, there was a severe there was some severe weather, thunderstorm weather, and the seas got pretty rough. Um, and I wasn't mad at it. Now I know there was a lot of people who were. She's like, there you go, let the pros handle that part. I know there were a lot of people who got, seasick and the like. I didn't. I kind of enjoyed that rocking motion, but I'm a rocker. And so I enjoyed that. Got some good footage of the waves in the pool. It wasn't a wave pool, it was just a regular pool. It wasn't supposed to have waves, but it did. So I got some really good footage of that, and spent a lot of time during that storm. We had a balcony room, so I spent a lot of time on the balcony in the in the storm. Really, it was really nice. There was some good lightning play on the water, and yeah, it was nice. I was not mad at it. um, but that's not a hurricane. That wasn't a tropical system, and I don't want anything like that to happen. But I wouldn't be upset with the thunderstorm. For real, for real. I wouldn't be upset with some rough seas. Just not too rough. I have a godson in the Coast Guard, and I don't want to put him to any extra work trying to rescue me. um, yeah. Oh gosh, I would have slept a lot. Sounds peaceful. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful, and I spent a lot of my time, um, really just exploring the ship and finding little nooks and crannies and quiet spaces to enjoy the ship. There are certain places that you could get on the ship and you were like this. You could really feel the motion of it. It was like it was rocking you. There were certain places, and I just enjoyed finding those places. And so you're like, "Ooh, this is nice." And I mean, there were certain places on the ship where you couldn't feel the ship moving at all. And so I'm sure there were other people who were looking for those places as well. Um, and like I said, there was that one night where even a lot of the seasoned travelers just, kept, kept in their rooms. It was like, yeah, this is pretty rough. This is going to be so pretty. I love this red and black. Look at that. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, it might turn out right. I'm trusting the process, GT. That's what they told me to do before you came in. They said, trust the process. But yeah, so I have a lot to do this week to get ready. And it's funny because it's probably not a lot, but it feels like it's a lot. And I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which is what happens to me sometimes. So I'm trying to get a little bit done every day. Um, I've got Bella's pretty much situated to go. We're going to drop her off Friday. Um, and then I've been doing laundry. So my laundry's pretty much done. Um, but I've also got a little bit of stuff I need to prepare in the garden. I've got a couple of plants that I need to up pot because the pots that they're in are too small and I don't want to leave them that many days in those too small pots because I think they're going to dry out. And so I want to up pot them in a bigger pot so that they'll retain the moisture and put a thing underneath them so that they can so I can leave them with water and at the base. Um Seriously, Bella? Um, and so there's a couple things like that I want to do. And then I want to clean house. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I like to leave my house in good order when I leave because I don't like to come home to a mess. And so that's the last thing I'll do will be just tidying up and making sure everything is in good order because I don't like coming home to a mess. That it's overwhelming to me when that happens. So okay. Um, so I keep flipping back over to look at the pattern. Oh, yeah, that part to make sure I'm doing this correctly, knowing that I'm probably not. Okay, this is giving me fits, so I'm gonna skip that one and move right to the next one. There you go. Trust that process. Yeah. Trust the process. That's what GT says. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trust the process. Um, this thing is looking cute. I need to go and get my stuffing because it's time to start stuffing. Sit down, Bella. Thank you. She over here breathing hard like she worked a job or something. She ain't done nothing but sleep. She's like, why are you telling on me? That's what I want to know. Why are you telling on me? Okay, just gonna do another decrease. Yeah. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what crochet pattern I'm gonna do next. But I don't really want to start anything because I just don't. I just don't want to start anything right now. I know I want to do another hexagon cardigan. One, two, three. Um, and this is black, and I can't see the seeds and the stitches. I need to get my light. I have a neck light, which is I love it. It's beautiful. I love it. It was gifted to me. That goes around your neck for when you're working with dark yarn, because um, it's hard to see. For real, it's hard to see. Um, the stitches. And but yeah. So I do want to do a hexagon cardigan again, another one. I think, but I haven't decided exactly what stitch I want to use. I don't know if I want to use just a regular granny stitch or if I want to do something different. Um, so I also haven't decided what colors I want to use for that. Um, so I have to decide on that. Um, which is why I ended up starting on this ladybug because I didn't know what else I wanted to do. So, but knew I wanted to do a ladybug. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And the only reason I haven't done it before now is just because I didn't have the red and black yarn and I wasn't going to go and buy any yarn just for that. But I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know if I showed y'all this before. This yarn is time to try and sleep. Okay, Andel, good night. You have a good evening. This yarn is that Ogo yarn. It comes in a circle like that. Um, and I have a label. Hold on. I have a label right here somewhere. I keep moving the label. I think it's in this bag. Yeah, it's in the bag. It's this one is by Red Heart. Or it's called Ogo. Ogo. And I got it at Ollie's. It was $2.99 and it's 364 yards. So not a bad price. It's kind of stiff and rough on your hands. It's not tightly woven. It's kind of a loose weave, but once you finish your object and you wash it, it's super soft. Now, um, when I made a hat out of it. I made a couple of hats out of it. When I washed them, oh, nice. It's really soft. And I think this might be one of those yarns that you can brush. I don't know if you've seen the thing where people will make something and they'll brush it to make it fuzzy. I think this is a yarn that you can brush because the weave on it is hard to see on here, but the weave on it is not tight at all. And so it's already kind of fuzzy. I don't know. I guess they call that a halo or something. I don't even say that this one actually has a halo, but I think it's one that you can brush. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know about that kind of stuff. Um, but I do know that when you wash this, that stiffness in it, the roughness in it goes away and it becomes super soft. And that's nice. Um, but I wouldn't plan to use this and work on a big project daily because I already have a groove in my finger where I was working on it. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. Right. I can't even see it myself in the camera. There's a groove right across my finger right there. I can't see it in the camera. Anyways, where it whatever. Where from working with this yarn, it's just a little rough on your hands. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is one where you take a break and you moisturize your hands, because yeah, that part. Um, but would I buy it again? Absolutely. There are certain projects that this will be really good for. Um, it's closing up nicely. So yeah. Did y'all see the video I dropped today with that red cabbage? It's so funny. The last time I dropped a video with red cabbage, I got a comment that somebody's like, "What is that?" My son was like, "Mama, what kind of filter did you use on that?" I'm like, "Baby, there's no filter on that." And he was like, "What is it?" I'm like, "It's cabbage." He's like, "It doesn't even look real." So I was like, "Well, that means I need to drop another one." So yeah, I went back to the store, got another cabbage to day before yesterday, and I cooked it today for supper. Um, it's so good. I love cabbage. I think it's my oh man, I forgot to put my stitch marker in. That's okay. I know where I am. But it's like, but yeah, I love cabbage. And that red cabbage, the red cabbage just looked better than the green cabbage did in the store, which is why I got it. That's the only reason I got the red. It's because it looked better. Now, don't get me wrong, I like red cabbage. That's what I have growing in my garden is the red cabbage. Um, so um, definitely like it. And I seasoned it this time with usually I just use a little salt, pepper, and butter. But this time I used my Renaissance grandma's seasoning. Smoky greens is my favorite, but I'm out. I need to order some more, but I'm gonna have to wait till I come back to order it. And so, but I did have the hot cha-cha seasoning, so I used that. That was so good. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And so um, it turned out really good. And I ate a whole plate of cabbage and with a little bit, a couple of slices of ham on the side. I bought a ham the other day at Costco, one of those spiral sliced hams. Um, I just had a taste for ham, and so I went over there to see what they had, and of course they had the spiral slice ones, and it was like a half. It was about I think it was like $18, and so I um I knew my son was coming home for the weekend, so there's that, and then um I split half of it with my husband, so I didn't have to try to eat the whole ham by myself. Um, that worked out well. Um, but it was good. That ham and that cabbage was good. Um, okay, okay, all right, little ladybug, you doing your thing? It's taking shape. I need to get the stuffing because I need to start stuffing it. Because I'm almost done with this. I still have a Cushaw squash out there. Um, it's about It's probably, I don't know how big it is really. I keep saying it's bigger than 5 pounds. It may be 10 pounds. I keep saying I'm going to harvest it every day. I say I'm going to harvest it. And then I go out there and I look at it and I don't have my phone. And so I don't harvest it because I don't have my phone. And it's like, because I can't harvest it without taking a picture of it. But it's still growing. And, And there's more out there. Not only is it still growing, but there's more growing out there. I think there's 3 more on the vine that I've seen lately. I'm just saying that I've seen lately. I picked my first Brown Select Satsuma oranges. Oh, nice. I'm I will be so excited to get Satsumas. I don't have a plant that is bearing fruit yet. None of mine are big enough to bear fruit yet, but I will be excited for that. Um, and to be honest, I want to purchase a couple of bigger trees so that I can go ahead and get some fruit from them. Current humidity 67 degrees. That's nice. Brown selects at summer. Where did you get your um your tree from? There's a place in South Carolina that has satsumas that are supposedly cold hardy, and I've been meaning to make a road trip over there to check them out. Um, McKenzie Farms. Is that the place in South Carolina, McKenzie? That's where I want to go and get mine. I think that's the name of it. I should have gone when I went to yeah, when I went to see Lydia, I should have went to McKenzie Farms and got Satsumas, but I was too lazy. I was too lazy. Yeah, that's where I want to go because I heard that theirs are pretty cold hardy, that they have some pretty cold hardy ones. Um, but I have several satsumas. They're small that I've grew from seed. I don't know what they will be producing, if they will be producing, but yeah. And then just purchased lemon and lime from Home Depot. Um, Miss Georgia Peachnut was had gone over there and she dropped a video saying they were on sale. And so I went out like the next day and to see if my Home Depot had them, and they did. And so I picked up one of each. And those are the two that I want to up pot before I go because they are they're one of them had a fruit on it. The containers that they're in are so small, but the plants are good size. So, like I said, I want to. Ooh, this is closing up tight. It's closing up tight. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some stuffing and get that stuffing in there. Um, I think this is supposed to be the last row. Um, I'm not going to modify the pattern. I am not going. I have one Owari Satsuma on the tree. Okay, yes, he's in South Carolina. Yeah, I've heard about him. I've not been there, um, but I want to go. I want to take a road trip and go over there. I just needed to get my road dogs ready to go. Gotta get my road dogs ready to go over there. Um, but yeah, the only citrus that I have that's producing anything is a kumquat that I bought when I was in Texas. And oh my goodness, it's loaded. It is absolutely loaded. In fact, I sent some to my sister. When we were growing up, my dad used to always um, get kumquats for us for Christmas. And I'm thinking he must have gone on post on base and gotten them because I don't know any of our local grocery stores that had them. So I'm thinking that he must have gone on post to get them. Um, I could be wrong about that, but there were certain things that he would get for us for Christmas, like the kumquats, that they were just Christmas treats for us. I mean, we always got some Indian River fruit because my I had an auntie who lived in um, West Palm, and she would always send us that fruit. But the kumquats, I don't know where he got those from. And then he would also get some raisins that had seeds in them. I don't know where he got those from either. And so those are certain things that we only got at Christmas time. And it's so funny because we it was almost like it was Christmas food. What is your favorite memory for Christmas foods? Well, the stuff that Dad would get for us would be that was one of my favorite memories. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm gonna go and get that stuffing so I can stuff this ladybug. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I didn't actually think I would get this far along. Um, it's funny that the these small um, objects. There's a bunch of Miwa kumquats on my tree. It's still a small tree. Yeah, I didn't get the Miwa. They didn't have that one. I got the other one. Um, but it's it when I got it, it had flowers on it, and it's bloomed twice since then. Okay, I'm gonna put a lot of stuffing in here. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, my kumquat tree is pretty small too. Well, I mean, it's what 4, 5 feet tall. I mean, it's yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's not. I mean, it's not huge, and it's loaded. It's absolutely loaded. Kumquats. Those are the things I usually eat. Get one every time I go out there. I just grab one. Um, and to be honest, I haven't. They're also they're slightly green, but it is what it is. I think I'm supposed to. I think that was the last row. I don't know. Anyways, so it's stuffed. I think that was the last row. I think I'm just gonna pull that tight. Let me check the pattern to make sure. Yeah, leaving the tail, close the hole. Yeah, it's um, 14 rows, and then you work on the head. And you know what? I might have messed up. I cannot. Did I mess this up? I might have messed it up. Nope, I didn't. I can't remember which is color A and color B. Why can't it just tell you? Like they could just put in parentheses which color it is. So I'm like, wait a minute, was red color A? Was black color A? Which color was color A? Which color was color B? Okay, it doesn't matter. Um, use the next color to I know I have issues. I have issues. Anyways, so I'm just gonna um sew through these stitches and pull them tight together, and then we'll make the head. And then I think I'm gonna end up having to paint. I have some eyes, but I don't think I have any eyes that are, I think all of the eyes I have are black. And so I'm gonna use them, but I think I'm gonna paint like a white dot on them so that you can see them because the head is also black. And I'm just closing this up by weaving it in through each stitch and then pulling it tight. Um, and I'm going to do that a second time. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to do that a second time around for stability. Not that it really helps, but I feel like it does. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Oh my, almost got it around the second time. And then I will tie it off. There you go. Okay. Okay. Hey, Scott. Things are going well. How are you doing? I was sitting here talking about um, crocheting and gardening. You know, same old, same old. Life, the weather. You know, same old, same old. You finished the spin and heading to bed? Okay, Juanita. Thanks for sitting in with me. I appreciate you being here. This is where we are right now. Just got that stuffed. The back's done. Got that tied off. I'll weave that in later. Um, and I'm gonna move on and start working on the head of this. This is gonna be a ladybug. So I'm gonna have to do the spots, counting down the days till we sail. We still got a good ways to go. I did see the message in the thing about the hotel. I don't know if they still have rooms left. I haven't had a chance to talk to my husband about that yet, but we will talk about it and we will get to it. Um, I'm so looking forward to that cruise. That's going to be a lot of fun. Um, I think I forgot how to do this. I think so. I'm starting on the um, head of the ladybug now. I did something wrong. Oh, sure I do. I had them refilled. Okay. Okay. I gotta go back and look at my reservation and see what we I don't remember what day we were flying out. I think we're flying out 2 days ahead. I don't remember what day we're flying out. Oh, come on now. This is giving me fits. Look, I'm gonna do this because it's making me crazy. Yeah. One, two, um, three. I'm setting sail on Saturday for the Bahamas. Scott, my husband and I, for gosh, this is black. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm gonna count that again if I can see them. We're doing 2 days for the jet lag. Yeah, I think we're doing 2 days as well, but I can't remember for sure. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at my paperwork and make sure. Two, three, four, five. Um, but I think we decided to go ahead and do 2 days because we've never been there before. We've never been to Seattle before, and so that will give us an opportunity to spend some time, um, as well as to you know, all of that. All of that. That part. Very cool. But I need to touch bases with my husband and make sure that we're both on the same page when it comes to that. Color make circle six. And increase. Okay. 12, 18. Okay. This is okay. This is ridiculous. Can you see barely any stitches there? Yeah. It's hard to see when you're working with black. Yeah, and when I got up to get the stuffing for the other part, I should have gotten my neck light. I don't know why I didn't get my neck light, so I could see what I'm working with. But yeah, I'm gonna go by feel. It's it's just hard to see the stitches. You can't. So, um, but yeah, it is what it is. But that's why a lot of people, yeah, yeah, that's Scott. Rambling with the Brooms is Scott, our Canadian friend. Uh, and we're cruising together next August to Alaska. We're flying out to Seattle, getting on the NCL Encore, and cruising to Alaska. That's going to be a lot of fun. Mhm. Mm. Okay. One, two. I used black cotton yarn for the cardigan, and the neck light came in handy. Yeah, those neck lights are really great for working with black yarn. Um, if somebody wants me to make them something in all black, whew, they're gonna pay extra because it's hard on your eyesight. Yeah, I'm really excited for Alaska too. It's funny, the only reason we went on our first cruise, which was last year in October, was because we booked the Alaska cruise and we're like, we booked this Alaska cruise. We've never even been on a ship before. Don't you think we might ought to see if we like cruising? So we decided, okay, let's book a cruise, and see if we like it. And we did. Then it was like, oh, we kind of like that one. You want to go on another one? My husband was like, sure. And so I booked another one. So it's funny. I booked the Alaska cruise. And then I booked two more cruises before Alaska, which is crazy because we're leaving Saturday. And so this will be our second one. But I think it's pretty funny that it kind of worked out that way. Okay, I needed a stitch marker that I didn't use. Come on now. It's two. Okay, was it just 2 rows? 12, 18. Yeah. And then it's 18. Okay, then it's eyes. I gotta find the eyes. What do I do with the eyes? Okay, this has been crazy. It's time for eyes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3 rows. A lot of first time sailors coming with us. Yeah, there are. I was not willing to let the Alaska trip be a first timer for us.
Hey, Mike. Good news. A house just popped up on the MLS. Do you have time for a
What?
quick video tour? We're a little tied up right now.
Wow. I don't know what happened. One of the windows that I had open in the background, a video just started playing. I'm like, what the heck was that? And then I was trying to find the video and yeah, that part. It was crazy. I was like, what was that? It just started playing randomly. That was bizarre. So of course I was um trying to figure that out. But no worries. We got it worked out. Okay. I should have some eyes somewhere. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of first timers are going. Um, but it's gonna be a lot of it's we're gonna have a good time because there's a lot of great people gonna be there. I'm excited for it. Just really excited to hang out with some of my friends. Um, so that's gonna be fun. You know what? I think I might have some eyes over there that are I don't know. I'm gonna put this down because um I don't think I want to use the solid black eyes on the solid black face, although these are black and shiny. They're cute. And I do have some paint that I can paint some white or gold or red or other colors onto them. But I think I bought a bunch of eyes. Okay, Mike. I think I bought a bunch of eyes. Let me just put this on here so we can see what it looks like. a while ago. Yeah, you can see them. You can see them. See them? You can see them. But I think I bought a bunch somewhere, so I think I'm just gonna put this down for right now and come back to it later. Because I mean, it doesn't take long to make the head. It's already time to put the eyes in, and that part. Um, so yeah. Hey, GT Junior, Mike says. Hey, Scott, Mike says. Hello. So yeah. Hey, Auntie Ellen, how are you? You watching me on TV and quilting? Auntie Ellen, you supposed to be sleeping. She's like, I'm tired of y'all telling me what I'm supposed to do. I'm grown. I've been grown. Weather for Anchorage. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 30. Ooh, GT Junior. 31 degrees. The wind is blowing north-northeast at 0 miles per hour. And the current humidity is 88%. It's cold and ooh, I'm getting chills just reading that. Weather in Fayetteville. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 3 miles per hour. And current humidity is 84%. Oh. There was something I was going to ask you, Mike. Oh, Mike, you liked my purple cabbage, my red cabbage I cooked today for supper? It was so good. It was so good. I bought the potatoes for my son, and I'm mad about it. He's gonna hear about it too, because I bought a bag of potatoes because he eats potatoes almost every day, and then he was like, "I don't like the red potatoes. You should get the russet potatoes." And I was like, "I don't like the russet potatoes. That's why I get the red potatoes." He's like, "Oh." He says, "But they're small." I'm like, "Yeah, they're smaller, but they taste better." So anyway, so now I have a bag of potatoes to eat, and I don't eat potatoes like that. So well, anyways, my husband has a bag of potatoes to eat because I'm not gonna eat them. But my son didn't want potatoes. I was like, just take them back with you. You guys, he's like, I don't like the red ones. They're too little. He's too lazy to peel them. I'm like, you don't have to peel them. Just scrub them. You can leave the peel on. You can just scrub them and chunk them up the way you normally chunk them up when you roast them. He cooks roasted potatoes like almost every single day. The boy eats potatoes every day. He didn't take the potatoes. I was not happy with that. Same weather, Ontario. The conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 49 degrees. The wind is blowing from the west at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 96%. Wait a minute. You and Scott have the same weather? Exactly. Yeah, Minneapolis. Conditions are 48, and the wind is blowing from north. That's at 7%. Yeah, you and Scott have the exact same weather, almost exact same weather. I'm laughing. Both of my kids have been suggesting something for me to do for myself before my birthday next week. Not. Auntie Ellen, get a massage from a handsome. Ooh, I'm not going to tell that story. I'm going to tell only part of the story. I went on a trip I was working TY in Mississippi and temporary duty in Mississippi for 3 months, 4 months, something like that. I don't remember how long it was exactly, but it wasn't 120 days, but it was more than 90 days. So that part. And I was there. I was like, "Oh, I need a massage so bad." And my friend says, "Well, I have a friend who does massages, and so let me give you his number." And she gave me his number. I came back to work that Monday. I was like, "You hate me. You're not my friend at all. You don't love me, not even a little bit. You do not send a handsome masseuse to your friend to give them a massage. If not, if you're a friend." She's like died laughing. We cracked up about that for so long. He was good though. Um, so I mean, very professional, knew his job. And it's funny because I rarely go to a man for a massage. Almost all of my massage therapists are women. Um, just are. I mean, I've done, yeah. I don't have anything against them. It's just rare. But usually I go put on recommendation. Mike, you better be nice. But I usually get people who are recommended by somebody else. So that you better be nice, Mike. I'm just saying, you better be nice. I'm sitting here eating cranberries. I'm being so bad eating things I know I shouldn't eat. I can't help myself. These. I bought them because I'm gonna make some bread and I was gonna put some in there. But then after I paid for them, the produce guy came and showed me where the fresh cranberries were. So I went and got the fresh cranberries to go in the bread. And then it's like, well, what am I going to do with the dried ones now that I've got the fresh ones? So I'm like, well, I guess I can eat them. I bet you I can make something out of these. If there was some left over, I could make something out of it, but there's not. Okay, Mike. Mike is being bad and then he runs from the room. Shame on you. Shame on you, Mike. Shame on you. So yeah, I was saying that my garlic is up, it's doing good. I do want to plant some more. I didn't plant garlic last year until the middle of November, so I know I still have time to plant some more. And I am going to plant some more. I've got a couple of beds that, yes, he ran from the room. I put dried cranberries in my granola. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I want to plant some more garlic out there, and I do want to put some more red mustard out there. I'm hoping that it'll have time to get established before we get too much cold. But I think I'm just gonna throw some row covers over them um, to see if I can keep them alive during the winter because I love mustard. Red mustard is like my favorite, and so definitely want to do some more of that. And I still have lots of stuff out there too. I've still got cucumbers and tomatoes and green beans, and my butterfly pea is still going. Um, Picking figs every day, every other day. I dehydrate a bunch of figs because I had over like 50 of them, and so I went ahead and put a bunch in the dehydrator and dehydrated those so that they would keep a little bit longer. I like them fresh, but I like them dehydrated too. Bella's been happy. She's getting her one or two figs every day. That the birds are, you know how the birds are. They eat a little bit, but they leave it. Planted 55 cloves of hard neck garlic today. Red mustard is my favorite. Didn't plant any though. I'm gonna drop some seeds out there and hope they'll come up. Planting my garlic today. I've had mine. Mine's been in the ground about a week and a half, and like I said, it's already up a good 3 inches. Um, so it's doing good. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I don't know how much I planted. Didn't plant a whole lot. Didn't plant as much as I did last year, but I've got enough out there to keep me going. So yeah. But otherwise, my garden is pretty much kind of on autopilot right now. I just have to water it every 2 or 3 days. It's been dry, been watering most days, but just every 2 or 3 days is generally enough to keep it going. And it's pretty much on autopilot right now. Still have a bunch of herbs out there that I need to harvest. I harvested my lemongrass. Um, and I didn't do it right. I mean, I didn't. I was gonna do it into the rings for it to dry, but then I didn't do it, and now it's already half dry. So I'm just gonna chop it up and let it finish drying out, and then put it in a jar, and I'll have it for tea. I didn't. I only harvested the leaf part. I didn't harvest the stem part. I'm gonna go back and get the stem part, and I think I'm gonna freeze that part. I have to go back and look. I saw a video where this lady was talking about how she harvested and dried her lemongrass for using later, and so I need to go back and see that. But I did harvest my lemongrass, and then I'm gonna put some leaves in the container that I had it growing in. I'm gonna cover that container with leaves, and hopefully it'll make it through the winter. If not, I'll plant some more. So I have plenty of seeds for lemongrass. I think I have plenty of seeds for lemongrass. I don't have plenty of seeds for lemongrass. But if not, I'll plant some more. I'll get some more seeds if I need to get some more seeds of that. But yeah, I got plenty of herbs out there. What herbs are you guys harvesting right now? I harvested some basil. I think it's the red Reuben basil, and it's I've got it hanging to dry. Just tie a string around it, hang it up in the laundry room, hanging to dry, and then sometimes I'll hang it inside of a paper bag so any that fall off will fall into the bag. But I didn't do that this time. But I think I'm getting ready to transfer it to a bag because I've got some bags. Today's supposed to be our first frost, but it didn't happen, thankfully. Yeah, our first frost is sometime soon, but I'm not. It's supposed to be sometime soon, but I'm not looking forward for it. I think it's going to be closer to the end of the month. It's been mild. It's been a really nice fall. I don't remember fall lasting. I don't remember fall lasting this long. Is it me? Is it my memory that's faulty? Do we normally have a fall just this long? Usually we have more of an Indian summer type fall where we'll have a cold snap and then it'll be summer again. But it's been fall. No cold snap, just cool, dry, beautiful for weeks now. And I'm enjoying it. I am. I'm not lying. Harvesting sage, spearmint, borage, basil. Pulled up my peppers, tomatoes, and squash today. Yeah, my peppers and tomatoes are still growing. Um, Auntie gonna plant 1,000 cloves of garlic. A thousand? That's a lot of garlic. That's a lot of garlic. I do have some sage out there. I need to harvest some off of that. That I've got lots of mint, lots and lots of mint that I need to harvest. I've got at least three different kinds. Um, so I would. She bought 100 heads. I thought she said, right, 100 heads is 1,000 cloves. Okay, yeah, okay. I got it now. I didn't buy any garlic to plant. I'm planting from what I harvested this spring. Um, and I had enough. I had enough left from the spring to plant, so I'm good. Um, that's one of the things I try to do with garlic and onions is I want to have enough garlic and onions that I don't need to buy any from the store. And I'm not there with onions, but I'm there with garlic. I haven't had to buy garlic in quite a while. Um, so, but I'm not there with onions. I'm gonna keep trying with onions. I'm hit or miss with onions. I'll get several nice bulbs of onions, but not enough. And I guess because we do go through a lot of onions, I probably should dedicate more space to onions because I probably go through probably 20 pounds of onions or more a year. I like a lot of onions and a lot of things. I'm excited to plant elephant garlic this year. I want to get some. No, I only found 25 bulbs. I gave some to the other gardeners in my zone, kept a few to eat. Oh, I spent a day with a white plant, like 20 heads. It was exhausted and was exhausted. Really? Yeah. The hardest part for me for getting mine planted was getting the bed ready. Cleaning out the bed, pulling out stuff, pulling out roots. Oh my goodness. The roots from the squash was crazy. The squash roots were everywhere. Getting those roots out, turning that soil over, and then putting fresh soil in there and getting that turned and everything. That took a minute. It really did. It took me a while to get through that. Several days, really, from getting everything out there. Yeah. And I harvested 7 tiny red potatoes. I got mine from growing out the box. It was a good price for a pound. Oh, okay. I have to remember that next year to get some elephant garlic from growing out the box. 7 more than me. That's true. 7 more than me too, because I didn't grow any potatoes this year. I do have some sweet potatoes out there, but I'm not going to pull them up until, like I said, I'm not going to pull them up until after the frost. I'm gonna let them grow as long as they can grow, because I was late getting them in the ground, and I want them to have as long as they have to develop into something. Um, Next year, I'm gonna do my best to get some more purple sweet potatoes because I like growing them better, and I didn't get any this year. But yeah, I didn't grow any potatoes this year. Any white potatoes, red potatoes this year, because I just don't eat potatoes like that anymore. So, but yeah. Oh, I won garlic from them, but never heard back. Oh, okay. Well, Mike, if they're like me, they probably forgot. So I would say charge it to their head, not their heart. Because I know that there are people who have asked for things from me, and I have literally forgotten who asked. I have a package. Not only that, I have a package where I put some seeds in an envelope for somebody and then forgot who I was supposed to be sending them to. And they didn't send me an email. I'm like, you have to send me an email. I got the whole package ready to go. And they didn't send me an email. And I was like, who was I supposed to be sending this bitter melon seed to? I don't remember who asked for bitter melon seeds. Somebody asked me for bitter melon seeds, and I was like, yes, I think I have some. Please email me the address you want me to send them to, and I'll send them to you. There's no email. Now I check my email on the regular. Um, so that's that's my fault for not writing it down. When they ask, I don't remember whether it was a verbal ask or whether it might have been even in a comment or something. I just don't remember. And I remember it plain as day that somebody asked me if I had bitter melon seeds, and because I do have them, because I saved them from when I grew it, and I said I'm not growing it again, and so you gladly give them to somebody who wants to grow it. But that was that. And it's still sitting there in the envelope, ready to go out just as soon as I remember who it was and can put an address on it. But that happens to me. And I do know I have to send out some seeds to a couple of people. But they're for next year. They're for the spring. So I know I have time on that. But I did write those down in my little book that's not here. I used to keep it right here underneath my computer. It's just a little notepad, little notebook that I would write down stuff from the live, and people notes from the live. I need to write stuff down, and but I know I have in that book a couple people that I need to send some seeds to. I still need to mail the WIG 2023 prize. I'm still remodeling. I just built a shelf an hour ago. My man cave is a storage area for the remodeling, so my seeds, etc., impossible to get to. Yeah. I need ashwagandha seeds. Ashwagandha. I don't think I have ashwagandha. I need to go look. I might have ashwagandha, Auntie Ellen. Let me check and see. Let me write this down. Um, I don't think I have them. Honestly, I don't think I have ashwagandha, but I will check. Uh, if I have them, they're in the refrigerator. Ashwagandha seeds for Auntie Ellen. Um, I did mail 18 packages like last week though. Wow, Mike, I just found a note under my chair. Send Auntie Ellen toothache plant seeds. Oh my post-it note. Oh, Mike. Now that's something that I'm bad to do. And actually I need to find that. I really need to find my notebook. I am bad to write a note down on like a bill. So sitting right here is my gas bill, and it has notes written all over it. Um, and that's why I can't throw them away, because if the closest piece of paper to me at any given time may very well be a bill, and if that's the closest piece of paper, then that's what I write it down on. And that's why I got the notebook to sit right here underneath my computer, so that when it came time to write a message, write something down, something that I needed to remember, I could write it down in that notebook, and I can go back and look in that notebook. And I usually date the pages so then I can go back and say, I remember it was, a couple weeks ago. So let me flip back to then when I was taking notes. But yeah, I'm really bad about that. So, anyways, this is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cute. It's gonna be a ladybug. I didn't finish it because, well, it has these two little eyes. um, I don't think I want to use those. I think I have some more eyes that either are that have color in them. Since the head of the thing is black, I think I want to use an eyeball like this one. That's on this turtleneck. I don't know if you guys can see it, if I get it just right, but you see how it's brown on the outside and black on the inside. I think I have some that are like that are like two-tone somewhere. So I have, so that's why I stopped working on it for right now. I'll work on it later. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give a 10-minute warning. I'm just gonna be on here about 10 minutes more, and then I'm gonna get off and try to get a few things done before I need to get some sleep. But it was cool hanging out. I'm glad you guys are here and hung out with me tonight. I will not be on next um, week because I will be on the ocean or in the Caribbean Sea anyway. um, or somewhere out there in a boat. I'm going to be on a boat in the water. And I don't know what kind of connection that I'm going to have. If I do have a connection, I may try to do a pop up. I'm not making any promises. I will definitely be shooting some footage though to share with you guys when I do get back. It's like, boo, if I leave, you got to do more chores. Like I have to do chores. I have chores to do. That's the thing. If I don't leave, then my chores are not going to get done. That is funny. Um, I've got a bunch that I need to get done before we get out of here. Um, Okay, Bella decided she had a little nap and she's feeling better now. She's coming out of the room. Get on up here, sit down. Come on, good girl. Sit down. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She's like, can we go to bed now? I'm kind of tired, Mom. Don't you think it's time for us to go to bed? I do think it's time for us to go to bed, little girl. But I got a few more things I need to do before we can. I have to finish sewing on this quilt binding tonight. Oh, okay. I still haven't started on my Crazy Eights quilt, Auntie Ellen. I have everything I need to make that quilt, except for the get up and go to get started on it. I have everything I need. I even bought an iron because I don't iron, but I bought an iron for the specific purpose of ironing the pieces on that quilt to make sure everything lay properly when I made it. um, that shows you how committed I am to doing it. And it's a good iron too. It's an iron and steamer. One of the ones that you can add the water um, has a water reservoir, not in the iron, but separate from the iron that you can hold things up in steam. It's a big steamer thing. Yeah, got the whole thing still in the box. Still in the box. I got the batting and everything that I need. So I'm committed to this process, but yeah, when I get started on it, I don't know. And yeah, it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Today is the 5th. Oh my goodness. I lost a couple of days. So anyway, love, peace, and blessings to all. Shoot me your address, please, Auntie, so I don't gotta search for it. ah, doing my last set of fig cuttings for the year. Oh, you still doing fig cuttings? Okay. All right. I might do some more fig cuttings next spring. I did mine in the spring and I got some good growth off of them, so I may do more. I'm trying to decide if I actually need another fig. um, but because I got a lot of figs. How long will it take for you to get mail GT Junior? Um, Mike, I dropped off mail to GT on what day is this? Friday, and they said it would be there Tuesday. Let's go. Everyone go vote for your choice. Um, yeah, I sent it out Friday. They said it would be there Tuesday. I was like, really? And they were like, yeah, why? I'm like, I don't know. I just thought it might take longer. And they were like, nope, Tuesday. So that's what they said. Yeah, do what Auntie Ellen said. If you haven't done so already, um, go vote for your choice. Whoever you choose to vote for, go vote. Who you vote for is your business, but that you vote is public knowledge. I got that in the mail. I was mad about it too. I got a card in the mail that says, this country provides for secret ballots. However, the fact that you vote is public information. And then it had a list of addresses with names marked out with didn't vote on it of my neighbors. I'm like, that's just wrong to send that out. It's like, what? You can sign up to be texted about packages sent to you from the post office to track them. Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, GT Junior, I'll send you a tracking number if I haven't thrown it in the trash already. Wait a minute, is this it? No, this is not it. I'm sorry. That's not it. If I haven't thrown it in the trash, I will send you a tracking number. I think it is wrong, but it's it's legal. I think that's shady. That is very shady, and I think they're doing it as a form of intimidation. I almost um tried to figure out who I could report it to, but it was like it's probably not worth it. But there was actually two of them that I got. There was one that was mine and one was my son's, and it had, whether or not they voted in the last election or not, and it had it had names blocked off, but it had addresses. I was like, that is just wrong. That's wrong. But anyways, the things that they will do to keep you from voting or whatever. Or but I will not be intimidated, and I will not be scared, and I will not live in fear. No matter what. Had fake voting documents sent to me. Yeah, they do that too. I don't worry too much about those kinds of things. Guys, it's hard for me, even though I think you're probably right. Because I don't know what they're sending to other people's houses. I only know what they're sending to me. It didn't have anybody else's name on it other than the people in my household. It did have street addresses on it, but that's all. But yeah, that's why some of our addresses are 2A no matter what. Yeah, that part. I but I don't let a lot of that stuff get to me because I work as a civil servant for so many years. A lot of the information about me is public knowledge. It's public information. If all you have to do to get information about me, where I worked, what my job was, what my salary was, um, is fill out a Freedom of Information Act. request, and you can have it at your fingertips. A lot of the stuff, a lot of information about people is readily available for the asking. There's certain things that's just public information. You don't think that it is, but it really is public information. And yeah, that part. It's so I don't worry about it a lot because I know a lot of stuff is just out there anyway. But I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to live in fear. You know, you're not going to keep me from doing what I want to do, what I feel is right um, to do. You're not going to influence me to do something that I don't want to do. I went to the mailbox the other day, and yeah, I got 6 pieces of mail, and 5 of them were election related. Really? I don't remember giving anybody permission to send me that kind of stuff. I don't remember giving my address to anybody saying, "Here, send me this kind of stuff." But that's a whole nother ball game, and yeah, we don't really want to talk about that stuff. But yeah, go vote, y'all. If you haven't done so already, go vote. Unless you don't want to, and if you don't want to, then don't, because you know what? It's your choice. It's your choice, and choices have consequences. Always. I'm gonna say good night. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, if not sooner.